Today, I want to talk about the story of Gideon and how it can relate to us in our personal lives, and how we may be like how Gideon was in the beginning of his story, but how we can also reach the end of Gideon's story if we put all our trust in God fully and obey him in everything he does, because it's his will and his plan is perfect. In the beginning of his story, Gideon was a very fearful man. He was the weakest and the youngest in his tribe, so you would say that he's a very unlikely choice because he was weak, he was very afraid, and the Midianite army was coming to attack them and their land. He was very afraid because he was not a man of bravery and courage. The angel of the Lord appeared to him and said that he is going to send him to fight against the Midianite army and that he will win against the Midianite army. He just spoke to the angel of the Lord and told him all the reasons why he couldn't do that task. And I feel like sometimes we can do that with personal situations in our lives or situations that God is telling us to do, because we look at ourselves and we put limitations on ourselves. We shouldn't put those limits on ourselves, because with God, anything is possible. It says in his word. Sometimes we tell ourselves or we tell God why we can't do this because of our personality, because of our fears, because of the way that we were brought up, and we just don't let ourselves reach the full potential that God is planning for our lives. And we have to let go of that, and we have to know that there is no limits with God. There is no limits with his plan, because if he's the reason behind it, then it's bound to go perfect. It is going to go perfect. The angel of the Lord told him that he will be with him and he should not have fear because he will spare his life. Gideon was still doubtful, so he tested God and he prayed to God, and he got this fleece. He put the fleece on the ground and he asked God that the next day the fleece would be wet, but the whole ground would be dry. So the next day it came to pass, and that still didn't convince Gideon, and I feel like we can relate to that so much in certain situations of our life. God will show himself to us. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. Do not be discouraged, for I am your God. And he tells us all this stuff, and we still are filled with doubt, and we still don't fully put our trust in him because we are afraid and we think that it's our burden. If God is sending us, and if he is telling us to go do something, then the battle is his, therefore the victory is his too. And the thing that you think is impossible is not even our thing to carry. We put so much weight on ourselves and we put so much stress on ourselves that we shouldn't be taking, because it's God. God is telling us that he is going to fight. He is going to be the one who leads the battle. We are only vessels in this situation. He's just using us in order for his glory to be shown. We can take off that load. We can take off that burden because it's not ours to bear. We are giving everything to God because God is going to get all the glory in the end. So you can receive that peace right now. You can receive that peace today, knowing that God is going to help you through everything and that it's not our burden to bear. It's God's battle. All the confirmation that God gave him. Fast forward to when the battle took place, he defeated the Midianite army. No surprise, because God was with him. But the amazing part is Gideon defeated the Midianite army with only 300 men against the thousands and thousands of Midianites that they were battling against. They didn't even have to fight against the Midianite army. God confused the Midianite army so much, and they got so worried they began to fight each other and run away. So God confused the Midianites. God made it so unbelievable to show that Gideon and his army could not take any glory, could not take any praise. You could not boast in that situation at all. And then when we realize and when we actually take that step, take that leap into what God is asking us to do, God is so amazing. God is so awesome. He's so filled with compassion and love for us and wisdom. And with all that wisdom, with all that compassion, when he wants certain thing to be done in our lives, we are able to do it in some way or another, because that's what we are called to do. We are called to be set apart and shine Jesus' light and be an aroma of Christ to all those around us. So when God calls us to do something, we can look at his love for us. We can look at his compassion for us. He sent his son to die on a cross for us. He has so much love for us, and if he has something planned for us to do, then we have to take that. We have to take the opportunity, and we have to just go right into it. If God could do it for Gideon, then he can do it for you too. Only through God I was able to do this. It'll show us that we are going to have victory in Jesus if we do what he wants us to do. We can look at Isaiah, Jeremiah, Moses. When they obeyed God, that's when the plan went perfect. Trust fully in him, always and forever, because he is never going to fail you. If he is sending you, it means that he has such an amazing outcome. Put your trust in God always, because you will prosper. God knows your future. God's plans for your life are amazing, and you just have to take that step and say, yes, Lord, I obey you. I will do what you ask of me, because I know the outcome is going to be great, because it is from you. Let go of the doubt, let go of the worry, and fully receive God's peace and put your trust in him always, every single day. Sometimes it takes a mountain to trust you and believe. I faced a mountain that I've never faced before. That's why I'm calling on the Lord. I know it's been a while, Lord, please hear my prayer. I need you like I've never had before. Sometimes it takes a mountain, sometimes a troubled sea, sometimes it takes a desert to get a hold of me. Your love is so much stronger than whatever troubles me. Sometimes it takes a mountain to trust you and believe. Forgive me, Jesus, I thought I could control whatever life would throw my way. But this, I will admit, has brought me to my knees. I need you, Lord, and I'm not ashamed to say, sometimes it takes a mountain, sometimes a troubled sea, sometimes it takes a desert to get a hold of me. Your love is so much stronger than whatever troubles me. Sometimes it takes a mountain to trust you and believe. Sometimes it takes a mountain, sometimes a troubled sea, sometimes it takes a desert to get a hold of me. Your love is so much stronger than whatever troubles me. Sometimes it takes a mountain to trust you.